All right, everyone. Welcome to Chat UTD. Bit of a reaction on Mason Greenwood. I'll keep it pretty brief. I'm not going to read the whole statement out. United were clearly going to bring Mason Greenwood back. That was their intention. Last week, they put a feeler out with the statement that they made. As I said in one of my last videos, it was a statement delaying a statement. It was a fishing exercise. From that fishing exercise, there's been a very, very strong reaction, which I can't believe they would be surprised with that. But it's obvious they were clearly going to bring him back. Now they've said they're going to release him, but the statement says that they know he hasn't done what he's been accused of doing. It smacks to me of the club saying that they're completely protecting themselves. We know he hasn't done anything wrong, and that's why we were going to bring him back. But because you lot have kicked off about it, now we're letting him go. It's almost, that's basically in a nutshell what's been said without those words being used. We don't think he's done anything wrong. We don't really know what the fuss is about, but you lot have kicked up such a stink that now it's not going to be cohesive with success for Mason to stay here, so it's best he moves on with his career else away from Old Trafford. Again, completely absconding themselves of any responsibility and protecting their own backs because of what came out last week, that they were fully preparing to reinstate him within the squad. I was hoping that when this came to a conclusion, it would be black and white. It would be either they did the right thing and released him, and always intended to release him, and we could go, oh, at least our club does still have some moral compass that we can be proud of. Or they would say he's staying, and we know full well that's because he's an asset, and the club has no moral compass. Essentially, they've made both decisions. They initially were going to bring him back, which shows they've got no moral compass. So because we know that, the fact now they're saying, well, we've terminated his contract, but he ain't done anything wrong, it just still means you've got no moral compass. The club is the pits. It's run by people who are cretinous human beings, certainly in the context of football. And Richard Arnold couldn't lead a dog for a walk. There's no leaders in the football club apart from Erik ten Hag, as I've said. The way this has been handled is appalling. This is a club built on people like Sir Alex Ferguson and Sir Matt Busby, and just fantastic football people. Owners, chairmen, chief executives are unpopular up and down the country. I understand that. But this is just a new level of hideous lack of leadership. And I'll tell you what will happen as well, and this is where they create a lot of questions in their statement, and they've done that on purpose, I think. They've created a load of questions because it gets you away from, why have we only signed 3 players and got rid of 2 or 3 when we need to get rid of 10 and we need to sign 6 or 7? Let's talk about Mason Greenwood instead. I know I'm talking about him now, but I'm going to be very, very brief. Let's not think about the sale of the club, because it's about Mason Greenwood. Like, weeks and weeks now of analysing the Mason Greenwood stuff. More stuff will come out in the next few days about this, because again, they've left it so ambiguous. There's no definitive answer here at all. I know in my own mind what I think went on, but they're not giving you any definitive answer. I tell you what though, if the club is so skewed by public opinion, I'll tell you what, Glazers, piss off, because nobody wants you here. That's the public opinion. If you take it so seriously, see you later. Glazers out, up the Reds.